Hello. Hello, hello. Ahora. Uy. Hello. Hi, Alpino of you. It's the first time I see you. Welcome. Let's see. What are you doing? How was your week? Okay. I'm setting everything up. I'm waiting a bit. We will start at 10. Like 20, 10, 8, 10. I don't know how you say it where you are. Okay. Oh, that's so great. I hope you like them. That's great. Thank you, thank you. I love lurkers because I am one. So, I'm not the type to write in the chat normally. So, let's see. Trying to fix the chat, so give me a second. No. This. Okay. That should be like that. It's so hot today. Like, I can't. It's so horrible. How is it where you are? Is it hot? Is it cold? Like that. Okay. Okay. Oh, I prefer rain, honestly. I'm more of a rain person. Right? Is England like, I don't know how it is. I had a teacher from there and she was really sweet. So I think people from there are sweet. I don't know. A bit of a generalization. So I think I will die in this temperature. Surely. Okay. Like, nah. Okay. Oh, there it is. The chat. Finally. Okay. Something like. maybe there. I think that's great. Perfect. Okay. I think I'm going to be starting shortly. Maybe it's just the two of us today. So. I posted yesterday. I'm pretty sure. I'm not the best at keeping things. Yes, I posted yesterday. I was going live. Thank you for reminding me though. Yeah. I don't think many people see my Twitter anyways, so that's why I post more on YouTube and Reddit. Are my mains, so. Oh, there's a third person. Okay. Yeah. So I think we're going to be starting. Yeah. How was your week? Did you work or study? Or are you on vacation? Okay, I'm going to open the game like that. It's so hot. I'm sorry, I hope you recuperate? Great. Well, at least you can play for a bit of a break. I hope you get well soon. What do you work? Do you like your work? Okay. Oh, there it is. Here we go. No. So I think we are going to be starting really soon. I'm going to leave this. True, I will give you that. I mean, depends on the work, right? Like, well, I can say I have a job I like, so. But I'm sure someone in the world likes their work. Okay. I'm going to stop this. And this. And not put this. Like that. Okay. Now put it like that. Perfect. So You were in my last stream? Just to check, where we are. Thinking if I do a sum up of what happened last time. I have to remember what happened last time. Let me think. So we got this. We talked to that guy, right? We didn't get his statement, I think. Right. So, as a recap, we have visited all the rooms. Well, minus this one. This one is probably Freya's, the victim. So we have met everyone in the two families. We have found out that she is working for him. He is not an astronomer. That's a lie. He doesn't know jack shit about astronomy. We found this indoor garden. There wasn't much in here, only a bush of roses, and it's the only one we have seen, which it's interesting because this note we found in Penny's room has red rose petals, so there is something there. We found this guy. That is Felix, is the father of Fifi, I think it was, and her husband. Now, we talked to him, like the encounter. We asked him about himself and what happened yesterday, and now we are going to get his statement. Okay, so let's see. What did he say?
It was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right. Fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close.
Okay, wait. He's saying someone came down before this girl, who was it? Poppy, right? Yeah, before Poppy. But for what we know, Poppy is... No. Who could have gone down? I don't get it. Because Poppy and Fitz were together and they went up. And then Poppy went down to get Fifi. So I don't know who went down. That's weird.
So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me.
Of course. Okay. Hi Perry, hi Dennis. Thank you for coming today. I'm doing good. What are you doing? How are you guys? We just asked his statement. We haven't done anything much. I'm so glad you could make it. Okay. So, the only weird thing he said was that someone went down before Poppy. And she couldn't be because she was in the library and that's not on top, right? Right? See? Here's the weird thing. I know it.
That's all the statements.
Yes.
Let's go over them all.
Yes. Let's go over them. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, Perry. Oh, we went all the way outside to talk. Yeah, seems reasonable. Oh, I like this. I like this. Suspect
That's
statements.
all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked.
Yes.
Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I
Yes.
could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs.
Yes.
Just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I love
I
this part.
recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He
Yes.
followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and
Yes.
blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer. So I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Okay.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's
Oh.
disappointing.
No, but there's something we didn't cover. Felix said someone went down, and then he came out when he heard another person going down. Someone before Poppy went down the tower. We don't know who it is. The rest, everything matches. Something, or someone didn't say the truth, obviously.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just
Yes.
line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Right, it's a bit weird. Okay. That's it? We don't have anything else. Wait. We can't do anything? Okay, let's go down to Felix. I wanted to ask him about things, but we went all the way down. Okay. So, let's ask about this first.
I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed. Freya kindly taught me the basics.
Okay.
Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course. I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that.
Yeah, sure. I believe you. Completely.
Ah, you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
But Fifi's not there. Fifi wasn't her daughter. That's a bit weird. And there's a beard. So people, not really old people, huh?
Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
Yeah.
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
Bro, no. Why do no one point this out? Like, it's so obvious. Well, whatever.
Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd. It would have been a beautiful painting. Rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's this thing, this feather. 100%, I'm seeing it. What else? This.
What is it?
We don't know. We were really hoping you would.
My friends, shed your hope and let it fall free like sandbags from a hot air balloon.
That's the most depressing idiom I've ever heard.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue.
Lies. I don't know what to ask him.
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Ah, yes. So we shall.
Right.
What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold.
Okay. There isn't much. Like, I don't know what to ask this man.
I'm as confused as you are.
The statue was up in the rooftop garden.
Yes, it's been there a while. You can see the brass is slightly tarnished by the elements, but it's not too bad. Might be salvageable.
Okay.
Is that a clue? Really?
It might be.
We're just asking.
What's this?
It's my case file. It's how I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You mean to say you're bound by the limits of what's written in this little document? Sounds dreadful.
I find it comforting.
Sure. I don't know what else.
Goodness me!
Right. So nothing more. I don't think we can get anything more from him.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting.
Thank you. Finally, after pointing it out for too long.
Something suspicious.
Sure.
Let's ask her about it.
Let's see if she wants to talk this time, you know? Suspicious. I want to ask her, let's see if she talks about
Have you
this.
seen this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
Okay, whatever, she's not going to talk.
I really thought she was gonna say something there.
Yes, me too. So I'm going to ignore it and
So,
go here.
this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Hmm.
But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So,
Right.
what's going on?
The knife was taken by the murderer? No. The knife is still in the room? No. It's not a knife. As I have been
It's
saying.
not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
Easy. Here. You don't have it.
Let's take a closer look at this.
See? I knew it. So. The painted knife was stolen, was hidden, was created. It's actually just a feather as a monster from an ink deep bird. No, I haven't thought about another game yet. Like, I have one I like, but it's not about mystery. It's about cleaning murder scenes for a mob boss. It's really nice, honestly. But mystery, I don't know. If you have any recommendations, please tell me. But for now, I think I will play that. Yeah, I will share the name later. I think it's Crime Scene Cleaner. It's good. It was like popular some time ago from where I live. Anyways, yes, finally the book is useful.
The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the
Yes.
book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest
Yes.
that the ink dip bird is red and white
Yes, yes, we have. No bullshit. I will sure. Yes, this right, because it's not painted, so it's like white. Just listen to me, and the rest is red. Come on.
too? This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Because she likes paints, birds. Like Penny said so, that they talk about birds and all that. Very no. Was first pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by. I think it's this. Not me sleeping in Spanish. Yes, I think it's this one.
The ink dip bird
See?
was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She
Exactly.
kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Yes.
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
Alright, so she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally, this is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
Okay, I know where this is. Surely. Like here. Yes, Dennis, I think it's a great game. So I probably will play it next to this one. Here. I think she put it here, but someone took it. Maybe the person who came down first. That we don't know who it is.
But we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty.
Huh.
Flora?
Come on. Say something.
She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait, there's something tucked inside this one.
It's the feather. Oh no. Oh, it was a little bird. Now I'm feeling worse. Flora's drawings. Okay, so she G it herself. Drawings of Flora and a small bear. Oh, it's so cute. There is a handwritten message on the back. These are for you. Love, Freya. X. Aww. It's beautiful. Right? Finally, Flora didn't say anything, but she gave us something. Let's see if she say something.
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them?
Well, I guess it was too much to ask. Okay. Let's see. So, I don't think she's going to say anything, but I want to ask.
What do you know about
her.
Penny?
Yeah,
I
nothing,
can't
right?
really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
Right?
You never know.
Okay, so about
We
her?
spoke to Hawkshaw. I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
Yeah, so she's not going to say anything more. Okay, well, she gave us this. And it's clearly that she wasn't holding a knife. So, do we like go? Ah, right. We have one room left. I forgot. Let's go into the room. Yes, Freya's room, as I thought. Oh, this is what Fitz said that he gave her insects.
It's a little glass box.
I think it's a vivarium.
Like, I think I know what it is, but I'm not sure.
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
Yes. So it was what I thought it was. Oh, what is this thing?
Freya's bear.
I thought it was a pig, honestly.
Looks pretty depressed.
He's had a rough couple of days.
Yeah. Let's see. A brush.
Painting supplies.
This looks like Hackshaw. Maybe it's me, but
That painting is really something.
Why would you want it looming over your bed like that?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
sure.
The atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
Like, look, this is like a face, right? And this is all red, and I don't think anyone apart from Hackshaw will be like that. Or I'm crazy and this is a mountain. Photo of a painting. Oh no, photo of painting. A small photograph of Freya's abstract painting. A piece of I hate myself, man. Adhesive tape is stuck on it. Lines have been drawn with black ink around the edges. Okay. She's pointing something, so I don't think it will be Hackshaw, right? Like, why are you pointing this? Maybe it's a place. in... Okay, no, not this. Here. In here. I don't know. It's really interesting. Oh, it's a
It's
fish.
a fish, I think?
I think it looks more like a whale.
Really?
Fine, it's a whale.
Could also be a shark.
Okay, whatever.
A pillow with a paw print pattern.
Cute.
It's a cushion.
Same thing.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate.
Okay, painting supplies.
Brushes, pencils.
They're clean, but they look pretty well used.
Hmm.
Not the kind of lamp I choose for my bedroom, but fair enough.
It's like lamp, like these heat lamps they use for, I don't know, like animals.
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something.
Did Freya paint those animals on her ceiling?
They're kind of simplistic.
Maybe she painted them when she was younger.
Maybe. Isn't the room a bit weird, like a storage unit?
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
Right?
I don't know. It is kind of a weird shape.
No windows either.
That's not good.
There's no natural light in here at all.
Hmm.
I like it.
Yes.
Drawings taped up on the wall.
What's that one on the left?
Looks like two people standing together in a garden. One of them's holding a red rose.
Hmm. Fitz and Poppy, okay, the siblings. This is Haksha and Fifi. Okay, Freya's drawings. A drawing of Poppy and Fitz standing in a garden. Fitz is holding a red rose, so probably he gave the red rose to Poppy, the one it's in her room. A drawing of Fifi and a drawing of Detective Haksha. Yes, the drawing of Poppy and Fitz was done in the rooftop garden, so she went there too.
There's something about those petals we found in Penny's room.
Finally! Yes!
Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Should we go? I wanted to see that, but I think we're going to go. Let's go. What is this? No, let's talk. Bird woman.
So, yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote,
Yeah, we-
now I'll get her, on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Oh, so
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
so she was the one who wrote it. Okay, okay, that makes sense.
The petals.
Okay, so they're fake. No, they're from the red tulips. No, we haven't seen any tulips to start with, but they're from red roses.
They're from red roses. And there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We
Exactly.
need a clue. Something that shows the roses and who they belong to.
Ah, so that's why I needed this.
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting at, but it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which
Yeah.
I have no access?
Uh-huh. Sure.
Is it really only accessible from those two bedrooms?
For most people, it would be. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My
Right.
dears,
Also.
what are you accusing me of?
But also, like, Fitz is her fiance. Why couldn't she just walk in the garden casually without problem? I don't know. So, one of Penny's peers was just a spy on? I don't think so. Okay, I don't think it's this one. No. question. I mean, I guess Poppy and Fitz. Okay, something doesn't make sense. Like, we are talking about this, and okay, I think it's this one. Instruct them and steal evidence from them. I don't think it was money. I mean, this is the only one that makes sense, right? I mean, she was also with them because she had to draw the thing in the note.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz, but it didn't work. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Yeah, I think it's this one. That would make more sense. Like, why do you care about brother and sister?
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Freya and Fitz, but it didn't work. Nope.
No, so Penny can access the garden, but maybe someone else can. Like, maybe this one.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and distract them. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
I mean, I don't think it's this one.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those two have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
I mean,
I'm
yes,
just not
but...
the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that.
Wait a second.
Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage.
They are not brother and sister. Why did I thought that they were brother and sister? Wait a second. Why were they together in the first place? They are not brother and sister. So why was Poppy in his room? Vale. Okay. That's weird.
She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden.
You see, this.
Let's take a closer look at these.
So, this one and her. This yellow feather was, okay, not this one, eaten, used, was left behind by Penny's yellow bird greenhouse, to confuse me. Here, when it visits the rooftop garden.
This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
Exactly.
I can't stand it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. Couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days. But being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little... I apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
So, okay, this is weird. those two are doing something together. And the thing is, I thought they were brother and sister for some reason, but they aren't. So why did Fitz give her a rose? Because we know Fitz gave her that. Like, see this. It's really, really weird. And she doesn't like her anyways. See, yeah, totally. But I mean, it's a bit justifiable if you think about it. Like, you wouldn't want your fiance to be with someone a lot in a private, hidden away garden. I mean, she should have communicated that, but
very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them? Even this one of...
Yes. It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad.
Okay.
I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but it's a little much for me. I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad for Freya. I think she was more troubled than we knew.
Okay. Can we... Like, I don't know how we can ask them about, like, everything. Man, come out of there.
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you in the rooftop garden, I think, with Poppy.
Are we done?
Man.
Freya's best work, in my opinion. Although the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting.
Man, just...
Any idea who this is?
No idea.
I don't believe you.
We found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been there?
No, could have been a long time. We don't ever really clear up the rooftop garden.
Why not?
Nature is unruly. In truth, it prefers to be left alone.
I don't know. Can we, like, discuss something between us or something? No. Okay, let me go here for a second. There is something here. Like, I'm gonna stop.
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bit?
Okay, it's the same thing. So... what do we have? I mean, we could talk to Bobby. Man.
Softly does the flower grow, all in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way.
Right, I don't think so. Like, it doesn't make any sense for you to, like, ask her about, I don't know, this small shovel doesn't make sense. I mean, now it will make sense because we know something is going on with her and Fitz.
Is that a gardening trowel?
Yeah, I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Never seen him use it.
Yes, we know.
Hey, that's me. Not a bad likeness.
It looks like you're standing in a rose bush.
Is there something wrong with that? I think everybody sees something different.
Did Freya ever tell you what she saw in it?
Not exactly. She said something about it being from a recurring nightmare.
Sorry, but if it was from a nightmare, why would you paint it and leave it in front of your bed?
Maybe she wanted to take control of it. Giving something a physical form can make it easier to deal with. Well, sometimes.
I don't understand what's going on with the painting. Like, there was something here. I wonder if we can do it now.
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
Okay, we can't.
Let's come back later.
We can't do it at the moment. I'm thinking. What do you guys think? What should we do? I feel like I'm a bit stuck.
Name, Poppy Pointer. Age, 19. Profession, oh. Apparently Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had of course originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written the ghost of Christmas yet to come.
Same thing.
Name, Fitzfellow. Age, 24. Profession, cryptobotanist. Likes soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist?
Yes.
I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and you've got to be just barely 5.
So what's your problem with him?
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. Making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
He was also carrying a knife.
What? Well, I wasn't expecting to find this out. Okay, maybe I should have asked everyone about everyone.
Name, Penelope Pointer. Age, 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds. Dislikes, insects. Notes, Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her.
That's really cute, and they have similar hair.
Name, Percival Pointer. Age, 57. Profession, none.
I'm pretty sure he's an astronomer.
No.
Oh yes, of course. How uncharacteristically forgetful of me.
That's a good clue.
Name, Fiona Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, amateur microbiologist. Likes, the meaningful archiving of information. Dislikes, the superfluous window dressing accompanying the majority of human contact. Notes, kindly disregard the polysyllabic form of my given forename and refer to me instead as Fifi.
How come you prefer Fifi?
How come you prefer Grimoire?
How are you related to the other fellows?
Fitz is my cousin. His father, a man named Flint, was my uncle.
Was?
I do not know if Flint is alive or not.
Okay.
He left Tangle Tower a long time ago.
And what about Freya? How are you related to her?
We share exactly one grandparent.
Yeah, don't worry. Will be. I don't actually remember everything either.
Name, Hawkshaw. Age, unknown. Profession, private detective. Likes, quote, being left alone. Dislikes, quote, being constantly badgered by a weirdo nerd with a clipboard.
Okay.
Name, Felix Fellow. Age, 53. Profession, none. Likes
Okay.
collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value.
Okay.
Dislikes the inescapable realities of human existence. Notes: Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
No.
Oh, wow.
Why not?
You asked me a binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the two possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions, and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh.
True.
Just like you, then.
Grimoire.
No, he is quite correct.
Okay, and the mother?
Name: Flora Fellow. Age: 44. Profession: unknown. Likes:
Oh,
unknown. Dislikes: unknown.
Isn't she your mother?
right?
How do you not know anything?
I believe other people may have discovered methods of reaching her, but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
And how long has Flora been non-verbal?
She has always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
She suffered a great loss, something she has been unable to move beyond.
The bird. You're telling me she stopped talking because of this. I mean,
Freya drew these,
Yeah, I think so. There's a note on the back.
but she never showed them to me.
Well, I think it was a gift for your mother, like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
too bad. Now I feel bad.
There is a drawing of me, a drawing of Detective Hawkshaw, and a drawing of Poppy and Fitz.
She was also a bit surprised to see them together.
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
Man, just tell me.
I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever.
Okay, no.
There's something about the report of Fitz going up Pointer Tower.
Yes.
Something suspicious.
I mean, she said he had a knife. I don't know if you consider that suspicious or not. I mean,
Let's ask him about it.
okay. Now we got a clue. Let's see. Come out.
So, Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower. Holding a knife.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. I don't own a knife. And I don't sneak.
Wait. I thought she said she was going... So he went to Pointer Tower with a knife.
Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much. But yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do you think, Grimoire?
No, I believe her. I mean, no, I don't think she lied. I don't know. Like, maybe he was holding something else. But what? The shovel. Why? Let's see. I want to believe Fifi. It's probably not this one.
Fifi definitely saw Fitz holding a knife.
You think so?
Maybe not.
What do you think, Grimoire?
So it wasn't that one. I mean, why would she lie? Apart from she don't... I mean... Yes, it's tough. I mean, she could have... hold something else. I don't think she lied. From... Like... he has reasons. Like, visiting Penny. that I doubt he went to Penny, but he could go and visit Poppy. So maybe
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what was it?
okay. So it was this one. I'm going to say this because I don't know what else could be.
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it at all.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was this thing. Is used by... Okay. This, to look after. Oh, maybe this one. In Poppy's room. Maybe he takes care of her... like her flower. Maybe.
An ornate trowel
No,
is
so
used
it's not
by
this one.
Fitz to look after a potted flower in Poppy's room. Almost. Maybe just change one.
What? Wake up. It's part of a matching set. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, he was holding this. Maybe?
An ornate trowel
No,
is
not
part of
this
a
one.
matching set with a potted flower in Penny's room. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
What? Hi, Dixie 182. It's been a while. We're doing great. I mean, we took the statement from Felix. That is the one we met at last. The only thing he said that didn't match with everyone else was that someone came down before anyone else. Like, okay, so his room is on the top left of the left tower. So he said someone went down and then someone else came down again, and that's when he went out and he saw Poppy going down. Okay? And that's weird because no one else went down before Poppy. So there's a mystery person there, so we have to find out. We found out Poppy and Fitz have something going on, and Penny is jealous of this. What else? We found out Fifi said he was holding a knife and going up to the Pointer Tower, but it was this thing, and we are trying to figure out why he was doing that. What else? Yes, we got the suspicion about Penny that it was only about the flowers, the red roses petals. That she is jealous of the two and is spying on them with her birds. That's pretty much about it. Yeah, I think so. We talked between the two detectives and put all the statements together, and they all match, but there's a mystery person at the start of everything that went down the tower and we don't know who it was. I want to say I think it's Hackshaw, honestly. Okay, I don't think it's this one.
An ornate trowel
Okay.
is the only almost. Maybe just
It's nothing. I mean, we aren't doing much right now. I don't know what this is, honestly. I mean, okay, maybe this.
an ornate trowel.
No.
Almost.
I mean, if it's a matching set, is this?
The potted fruit.
No.
Nope.
I mean, it has to be this. So maybe it's not this. I mean, this was not it. But this doesn't say why. This doesn't say why he would take the trouble, and this doesn't make sense because he said he doesn't use it. So I think it's this. I don't think it's this.
An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to cut a potted flower in Penny's room. Almost. Maybe just change one.
I don't know, man. I mean, you can't say anything of this, like, this doesn't make sense.
An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after the pot. That's not right.
So I think it's this. Yeah, yeah, maybe we should just do that. Why not?
An ornate almost.
Is this a? Oh, yes. Okay, this didn't tell me anything. I know. Like, what else? This is not it. No. Like, why? He can't. There's no way it's a person. Okay, thank you. I don't get it. What the hell is... No. No. I'm pretty sure I already put this before.
An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
Okay.
That flower.
Yes.
Yes.
I've never seen it before.
We need a clue to compare to that flower. Something that proves its connection to Fitz.
You mean the heart is not a connection? I mean, you can say the bases are the same, right?
Let's take a closer look at these.
Yep. Here. It hurt. Matches with only Fitz greenhouse. No, there's nothing in the bottom left. Man, I'm going to let you see this quickly. I'm going to... don't know where to put it. See, you can't find anything there. Oh, this is funny. Okay, I think it was like that. Yeah? Like that. So yeah, you can't... like, there is nothing here. Everything is like here. And I think this one is like that. It's pretty obvious.
The pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse. Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence?
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
It took me
really?
a long time to breed. I wanted the colors to be exactly right.
That's some gift.
Turns out Penny isn't particularly interested in looking after plants. So I go into her room every now and again when she's not there. Water the flower,
so sad.
change the soil. Just trying to keep it alive.
Like their relationship. Man, I'm such a bad person. And now I feel really bad about this. And now we don't have clues. Right. So... I mean...
Poppy and I are friends.
Oh,
Don't lie to me.
That. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong?
Yes, I don't know why he lied. I mean, maybe because he didn't want to say the relationship isn't good or something. Hi, rare candy guy. Hey, I thought you didn't think you could make it, but I'm glad you're here. Let me do another recap, I guess. So, we found out. Let me see the people. He is taking care of. Okay, no. Let me start before that. So we got his statement. We got everyone's. So we had everyone's statements, and we put them all together. They don't match, but there is a weird thing. Weird thing. That is that he heard someone went down before anyone else. So there is a mystery person that went down the tower, and no one knows who it is, and only he heard that. Okay, that Fifi said she saw him with a knife going up the pointer tower, is the tower of these people, but it was this thing, and he was taking care of this plant that he gifted Penny. What else? Let me see. I'm thinking. Also, she is jealous of Fitz and Poppy because she thinks they spend too much time together, and she's spying on them with her birds. I think that's it, pretty much. So...
Poppy's piano music. I remember when she started learning. She's improved a lot since then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course.
Okay. I don't think there's
Did Freya
much.
draw these?
Yeah. There's a note on the back, too.
She was even closer to Flora than I realized.
What? I don't know. Give me a second. What is the note about? I don't think I saw it. Ah, right. This note. Okay. Friend, fiance, the father. We don't know the connection with the others. Okay. Father, friend, close friend, mother. Okay, let's see. It's nothing. I mean, we're an adult, so I can do a lot of recaps. Okay, I think I'm going to start asking everyone about everyone. Like, I should have done that in the first place.
That's me.
I know.
I'm on a list of murder suspects. Always thought that would be kind of cool, but it's just tedious.
Falls a little short, doesn't it?
I don't like to ask her because he goes all poetic. See?
Foregone drifter, holding fast. Days as shadow seeker past. Is it bravery or surrender? Accepting that your world will render nothing darker than the gloom. Some 4 walls make around a room.
Okay.
Eavesdrop what the stars are saying. Earthly tether, slowly fraying. Floating, helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet. With surging tide, the waves are thrown, an entity of all its own. But on its surface you may see, reflected in the waters be, the orchestrator, pale and still, pulling strings, enacting will.
Okay, man. Ugh.
Needless noise from tongues expel, unless within the mouth they dwell. The spoken word, unfit for dealing with the shifting form of feeling. Stand unblinking in the face of taciturn and soundless space.
It's so dense to ask her anything.
Why is the glass cracked down one side?
Natural wear
Good
and tear,
question.
No way. Freya took good care of her stuff. Whose paints are those?
Maybe? They belong to Felix, I think.
Okay, when is someone going to
Supposed
point
to be
out?
Flora?
Possibly.
Oh. How nice. Freya would always load up the palette with all the exact colors she was gonna need. I think it helped her zone out and focus on the actual painting itself. Like getting all your sheet music lined up before playing a long piece.
Right. So the blob of black paint in the middle, that was for painting Flora?
And this is
Flora's
green.
dress, yeah. She wears even more black than I do.
Okay.
What do you make of this statue?
I know that's the only harp in the whole of Tangle Tower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
Oh, definitely. You see how old this statue is?
What about the symbols? One of them looks like piano keys.
Yeah, weird.
Okay. I don't think there's much. Oh. Okay. So, let's see. I'm just going to recopilate everyone's thoughts on everyone.
Did you get anything useful out of him?
Not sure. What about you?
Nothing worth committing to paper.
I think he knows more than he lets on.
Probably. But talking with him is so tedious.
I mean, I think it's more tedious talking to Poppy.
Poppy has remarkable musical talent. She could be famous, wealthy even, if she wanted to.
She'd probably have to leave Tangle Tower first.
Quite.
Okay.
Considerably intelligent, and her powers of observation are enviable. But she has no ambition, no focus.
In her defense, she's still a teenager.
Barely.
I mean, yes.
I'll say this, he's well suited to physical labor.
That's a nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the greenhouse, but I heard he's been breeding experimental flowers in secret.
Whoa, scandal.
I just
already
wonder
knew
if
that.
he's getting restless.
Okay, that's all.
I'd tell him not to quit his day job, but he hasn't got one, has he?
She's
These
so bad.
figurines remind me of a case I once solved involving a possessed doll. Turned out to be a bit of a smokescreen, as these things often do.
Your life sounds fun.
Hmm.
Grimoire, why don't we ever have fun adventures like that?
Are we not having a fun adventure right at this very moment?
When did Freya draw the picture of you, Hawkshaw?
I didn't model for her, if that's what you're asking. She must have done it without my permission.
Could just be from memory. It's not quite as detailed as the others anyway.
I admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone
But
even
what
might
is
get
it?
enough to take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why they took the photograph, do we? Perhaps they just wanted it for reference. Does Flora still own that bird? Do you know?
Don't think so. The drawings are from a few years ago.
I see. A book from the library. One of hundreds, no doubt. What makes this one special?
It's
Good
about
question.
birds.
Yes, I see that.
Okay.
A diary. Have you read it?
Not yet. It's locked.
And you haven't attempted to force it open?
Good
That
question.
would be cheating.
No, I would not.
Who's that?
Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so far.
Strange.
Okay, I don't think we're going to get anything else.
One of 3 statues depicting the same creature. This one is wearing headphones. Perhaps they belong to someone who likes music.
They're not headphones. They're earmuffs for blocking out sound.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't like music.
Okay. Who doesn't like music? Maybe her? No, but she can go in there, right? We got all of hers, all of hers, all of hers. Yes. We get all of this. Let's see, what is... Felix is the
I
one.
must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retreated into. People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves. Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, that little red and white one is supposed to be a bird of some kind.
Yes, I know.
A bit vain to carve wooden figurines of oneself, isn't it?
Why there's no one point out
Freya
the
doesn't take very
difference?
good care of her paints, does she? But then she was always rather bohemian, had her own priorities.
No one points it out and it's making me crazy. You. Talk to me.
He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he
Okay.
currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends.
That's weird.
Ah, yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will on others.
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent, that one.
You sound jealous. Wait, are you
Yes.
two science rivals?
Oh no, we operate on very different wavelengths. Literally.
That's weird. He doesn't like Fifi. He doesn't like anyone at this point.
My
Really?
Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. She... Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Why do you
Because
think-
she's a suspect.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never... Well, the truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. The playing field has never really been even since she left.
Where did she go?
Away. She went away.
Aww.
What do you want me to say? He's the gardener.
He's a member of the family.
Yeah.
But not the Pointer family.
What happened to his parents, do you know?
His father, Flint, is Felix's brother. Strange man. Don't think anybody knows what happened to him, but he certainly doesn't live here anymore.
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her. She never actually married into the fellow family. Her relationship with Flint was, it was short-lived.
Okay.
Ah, Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
Penny's your niece, is that right?
At this moment in time, till she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world of the Pointers and join the Fellows. Like rats deserting a sinking ship.
Damn, he doesn't like the fellows.
Hard to read, that one, but she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you. These were drawn by Freya. She must have drawn that one of Hawkshaw rather recently.
I guess.
That's all you're going to... Okay.
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
Who?
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either.
Man! I mean, it's so obvious, I know, but...
Freya was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it look like to you?
To me, it's a big, red thing.
Uh-huh.
What a fascinating interpretation.
He's right, though. It is a big red thing.
Okay.
Yes, very nice. Where is that bird of Flora's? It's been a while since I've seen it. This is supposed to be Felix, is it?
I think so.
I see he's afforded himself considerable artistic license.
Yes, I mean, I know for a fact this girl is her because of the way of the head, and I mean, I guess they are like dodging it because she has changed a lot. Like, I mean, compare me this to
What
this.
a precious photo. She hasn't changed.
Who?
Oh, perhaps.
Shit.
A diary can be a wonderful outlet for an outpouring of one's soul.
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't, but it does look like a diary. I've seen those earmuffs before. They're the ones Fitz always wears when he's out the front gardening.
Always
Wait, what?
wears?
Whenever I've seen him, yes.
That's weird. Hacksaw said maybe those earmuffs are from someone who doesn't like music. But Fitz gets along with Poppy. Apart from, I mean, he said she liked flowers and plants. So that's why. But he doesn't like music.
I think you may wish to adjust your threshold of what you consider to be a clue.
It was one, so shut up.
This looks a little rushed, even by Felix's standards.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old fellow to have a hobby. Keeps his mind from decaying, you know.
Okay,
Is this important?
Possibly.
That's a very old book, isn't it? Looks like someone could have taken better care of it.
I like the look of a well-read book. Better than one that's never been opened.
Ah, well put.
Okay.
Oh, you found a murder weapon?
Steady on. It's just a gardening trowel.
Looks like a weapon to me. Fitz seems rather keen to grow things like this in his greenhouse, doesn't he?
What's wrong with that?
Well, you can't eat it. Makes you wonder why he bothers at all. What kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only one of its kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. Best in the field. That's a flower joke, but she was.
Interesting.
What's this? Is it a clue?
We don't actually know. But Grimoire picked it up, so now he has to pretend it is.
That's how it works.
Okay. Let's think. I mean, there must be something we can ask someone about, and they will give us information. I mean, I don't think Flora will, honestly. Did we ask him? Okay, we didn't. Let's start with him.
Percival Pointer. Good old... So, what do you reckon? Is he the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on him. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
Wow.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival.
Okay.
Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No,
No.
I just meant to, because we both wear, you know, red capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine. Supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item. Something
Yes.
called the Golden Beetle.
Wait.
Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Wait, what?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it.
How does he know? Good question.
Rather
I don't
ugly,
think
isn't it, as far as statues go? Years of wind and rain have not been kind to it either.
Do you know what it is?
I mean...
The creature, I mean.
It's connected to the Remington family history in some way. But
Okay.
I can't recall.
So, it's part of the Remington family. The thing is about this is that we don't have the bell thing. We have everything else but not the bell. And I think it's because we have one room left to discover, but I don't know how to get to it.
Dearest
That's the thing.
Flora, a remarkable woman. Oh, yes. Been married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Of course. What a question.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
Well, yes, other people, you know.
Yes.
Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger, always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile.
Oh. Interesting.
Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her
Yes, I know.
inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower.
I do think she's human. I think she's weird. And yes, he knows about the bird because of this painting. Don't worry about the cups.
You're the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
Uh-huh.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
Yes.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables.
Nice.
She makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
Aww. How cute.
Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
Oh, no. But my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely.
Me too.
She's a very vigilant young woman. Poppy's a good friend to my daughter. Always has been. I think they get on well because they're so different.
Different like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much. Still, Poppy always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
So that's everyone.
Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing the spirits of her subjects. Not in an evil way, in a good way. That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes. Why would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they?
Okay.
These drawings are quite precious. I'm surprised Flora let you see them.
What happened to the bird? Did it die?
I don't know. Seems likely, though, doesn't it? I've never seen that before. Looks valuable. Now, this is still in very good condition. Apart from the crack, of course.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence. Cunning.
Is it? I don't think so. Okay, what do you think we should do?
There's something about Felix's painting supplies.
Finally. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I've been thinking this.
Something suspicious.
For too long.
Let's ask him about it.
I mean, we're already here.
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously.
Yes.
Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
It's not your paint pot, exactly.
It's
Finally.
not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
Easy.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Fine. So, let's go with this. I'm going to get the sticker. Okay, this. Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot. Unbroken by Felix. Maybe.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, and broken by Felix. Almost.
I don't think there.
Freya's red paint pot is exactly the same as Felix's
Wait, no,
red paint pot,
this one.
but
I
the
forgot the
lids were
change.
swapped to hide it. Almost.
I forgot this.
Freya's blue paint pot is exactly the same as Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it. Nope.
Okay, not that.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Exactly.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
It is. Because it was blood. The red paint pot was used to fill up, contain, no. As soon as you fall, it's was somehow filled with blood. And after Freya used it. Before Freya used it to paint Flora. I think it's this one.
This red paint pot
Perfect.
was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh,
yes.
That's definitely something. Right. Fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know, perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
Yes. Oh, another clue.
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
Nice. We're advancing. Yes. Okay, the crimes.
We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
Okay, no. The blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to hide the evidence. Okay, no. To prove the existence of magic, I doubt it. To resemble a bloody knife, it could be.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
So it was this one.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Yes.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got
Yes.
Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
It could
Exactly.
be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
What?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what and more interested in the how.
Okay.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is,
Yes.
from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Right.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with the painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave
No.
a hole?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Like, let me think. So, Flora was on the ground and she was unconscious. So maybe something made the two unconscious and let her, like, lying down. And then she was stabbed. Okay. Well, who else have we not got as suspicious? Okay. So, we need a suspicion of Fifi and Poppy. I think it has to do with this diary. The one of Fifi. I mean,
An item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
Fitz, for example.
That blade.
It's a troll for gardening.
It is?
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues. It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya?
Yeah, it's weird. Okay.
What a mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands.
Okay. Okay. So, Poppy and Fifi doesn't have a good relationship anymore. Okay, ask her everything. I want to ask Fitz about the earmuffs because he doesn't like music.
Wait, those are mine, the earmuffs.
Yes.
They went missing about a week ago.
What do you need earmuffs for?
I use them for gardening sometimes.
Why? You don't own a chainsaw, do you?
No. I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from trying to talk to me.
That's genius.
Okay.
What's with the broken glass?
I think
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
everything belongs to Poppy.
That's quite sweet, really. Felix made that? Huh. Looks like someone doesn't want you to read that book.
I know.
That's the main thing making me want to read it.
Penelope knows about birds. You should ask her instead.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about something. There's a plant mentioned on this page, see?
Oh, yes.
Do you have any? In the greenhouse?
No, I don't grow that anymore. I've tried in the past. It's incredibly difficult, even for me. I could never get it to live more than a couple of weeks.
Okay. So... someone put the earmuffs. Did we ask her about the statue? Yes, we did. We asked a lot of things. Let's ask her.
Ooh, a secret diary.
That's our guess, too.
Excellent.
Okay, that's all you're going to say?
Goodness me. Poppy really doesn't take care of her belongings, does she?
It wasn't in Poppy's room. It was in the little pond in the garden.
Exactly! Hardly the place for it. I'm sure I've read about this creature somewhere. Don't remember anything about him playing the harp, though. Gaudy old thing, isn't it? Flora seems very fond of it. I've never understood why. But then I could say the same thing about her husband.
Damn. Every chance she gets, she just goes. Let's... okay.
Oh my. This is the first piece that Primrose ever learnt on the piano. Primrose, that is Poppy's mother. She passed it down to Poppy when she started teaching her how to play.
Poppy's piano teacher was her mother?
Of course. Warms my heart to know that after everything, Poppy still has it up on her wall. What's this?
It looks like it might be a telescope. Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see. It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
Curious creature, isn't it? Some sort of amphibious bipedal fish man.
Playing a trumpet.
Playing a trumpet, yes.
Okay, there isn't much else. How can we get the suspicion about Poppy and Fifi?
This is a potential murder weapon, is it not?
I don't know. I don't think the murderer would leave the murder weapon just lying around.
I think you'd be surprised as to what people leave lying around. Some breed of amphibious humanoid, potentially bipedal, although none of the statues show the creature's feet.
I guess we'll never know.
Is that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree, doesn't make it a clue.
Damn.
Same? Yeah?
What else? I mean, we already know about
These
this.
people really are ridiculous, aren't they? Do you also have a pile of leaves as a clue?
Oh, not yet. Did you see some suspicious leaves?
I believe that was in Flora's room yesterday, but it was not cracked when I saw it last.
Oh. Someone cracked. Who cracked it? That's interesting.
Have you deciphered the meaning of those 4 symbols on the harp?
We're working on it.
That's a no then. 3 birds, 1 cage. What makes them worth keeping cooped up, I wonder? Would they not be happier flying free?
But then they might fly away from Tangle Tower entirely.
I wonder if they would.
We must be missing something. What are we missing? I mean, I could try and talk to Flora. Why not? But I mean, she's not going to say anything.
You spoke to your daughter Fifi. She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her.
Do you and Poppy get along?
Nothing. Shocker. Grimoire, what could you possibly be writing down?
Oh no, I gave up making notes ages ago. Now I'm just doodling in the margins.
Nice. Yeah, nothing.
You haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who were the other people next to you?
Nothing.
What do you think of your husband's hobby?
Do you have any hobbies?
Nothing. I mean, this is the last person we can talk to.
I've never been one for music. Why not ask Poppy instead? That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Like, I know that, but we are missing something. We are missing something.
That's the only way.
What a comforting.
I don't know. But what are we missing? Like, oh, we didn't. Oh, okay.
Fifi doesn't like me.
What
I know
did
that.
you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know. Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I'm so confused.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Some people call this guy miserable. Some say he's rich. Some say he doesn't have anything. Yeah, I don't
Felix
get
is his loyal, but his ego.
We are missing something, and I have no idea what could it be.
Where'd you dig that up?
It wasn't buried. It was underwater.
Someone trying to conceal evidence, perhaps? Makes quite an impression, doesn't it? Although I can't imagine why she painted Flora wielding a knife.
You didn't see a knife anywhere in Flora's room, did you?
I did not. I conclude whatever stabbed Freya must have been brought into the room from outside. Unless, of course, it was the painting itself.
No.
Surely you don't believe in that kind of thing.
A detective's job is to examine every avenue of thinking. A somewhat cumbersome device, and an altogether inefficient way to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
Damn.
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
The paint is still wet.
Yeah, well, we know Freya was in the middle of painting when she was killed.
Do you know that? How? Because you were told?
That was good. Okay. I'm thinking of leaving it here. Like, I don't know what else is really there to see. Like,
it's a big.
There are weeds in there.
It's an aquarium?
Could be, except there's nothing anymore.
So
what is that?
I think it's a family tree.
What is Fiona, Bobby, and Freya? Right. But there's something. Yes, I was thinking of doing that, but like you ask Flora about anything and she doesn't say anything at all. Like all.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Yes, everything belongs to Bobby, but Bobby doesn't say anything.
That looks like it might belong to Fitz.
Yes.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you? By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From what?
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, I'm going to
Bizarre things, aren't they?
forward
Penelope
through
seems
everything.
rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to.
Does Flora normally keep something in here?
She
Like,
must do, but
I'm thinking,
I never managed to work out what.
Why not
what
just ask
else
her?
I feel like
do we
if
know?
somebody keeps something
Like
locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
What I don't understand is how come someone came down, only he heard it, no one else knows, and no one else, like, where did they go? Where could have they gone to? I'm going to still power through everything because, like, we need this suspicion and this suspicion, and I'm sure that way we can, like, keep going.
Why don't you ask Fiona
So-
about that one? Looks like her area of expertise.
Yes, but I'm asking everything.
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't
Yes,
say I do.
I mean, they heard a really loud thing, right? That's Poppy and Fitz said they heard a really loud scream or something of the sorts. So maybe something broke it. But the thing is, Poppy has like this thing, right? And somehow it broke a glass, and it broke
Oh, whatever
itself.
All it is, the music. Gotta practice.
What's with all the broken
So,
glass?
maybe Poppy, like, did something. I don't know if I'm making sense, but this is exactly how this is broken. I think it's connected. Did I ask her? Yes.
There's something I noticed about Freya's knife wound.
Hit me.
From what we could tell, the blade went in at an exact right angle, perpendicular to Freya's body. There's only one small pool of blood. Nothing on Freya's hands, or anywhere else. The whole thing is just a little too...
Wait, it's weird. If she fell down, as we have like figured out, she fell down, laid flat, then someone from the top of the tower could have just dropped the knife and it would have stabbed her right. How she is saying.
peaceful.
I mean, could have it been an accident? I mean, why would you like bring a knife anyways?
So there are two families living in Tangle Tower?
Mm-hmm. 3 pointers and 5 fellows.
Four.
4 fellows.
Yes.
What's the connection between them?
There isn't one. Not really. It was all built by the Remington family. Flora is a Remington, originally.
Yes.
So was Primrose, my mother. She married into the Pointers, and Flora married into the Fellows.
Okay.
So the fellows and the pointers own the house now?
Flora owns the house. Depending on who you ask, that means her husband Felix owns it too.
What about your father?
His claim over the house kind of fell apart after my mother left.
Where's your mother now?
No idea.
Okay. Any thoughts? Anyone? But that's weird. Do you know anything about this? I think she won.
The gramophone belongs to Poppy, but I believe she gave it to my mother, and my mother often loaned it to Freya. Or maybe it is the other way around.
When did it get cracked?
I cannot pinpoint it exactly. All I know is that it must have happened sometime in the last 2 days. That belongs to my mother. I think she must be fond of eggs. There are a number of egg-shaped carvings to be found in the garden and in the Grand Hall.
Yes.
Yeah, what's the deal with all the eggs?
Some people just like eggs.
Well, at least I know why there's so many eggs around.
A wooden carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint.
She points out so many things, if you think about it. But there's still things like that I need to get.
And it's
okay, I wasn't trying to look at
birds.
Rescue.
Poppy's gramophone. She's had it for a long time. As a young child, she'd call it her mama phone, on account of it belonging to her mother.
That's cute.
Oh yes, adorable.
Okay.
Finally! I get to see a detective's case file.
That's a very specific thing to be excited about.
Only last week I asked that miserable hawkshaw woman if I could see her case notes.
I'm guessing she said no.
Would have been
Yeah.
much more polite if she had just said no. Instead, she was quite rude to me. Accused me of being, what was it? A shallow sensationalist.
Okay, so I mean, I wonder if I look again, they will point something. Because what I was saying,
where's that light coming
from? There's a decent gap between.
Is that see, like you drop the knife from here, and if Freya was laying down, it would have hit her right on the chest, where it is. Like, I think it makes a lot of sense. Why does no one point it out, man?
Just Dusty John.
What's in that little? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
You know, maybe I won't open it.
I mean, we can try and keep talking to her, but I don't think that's...
Do you know anything about this beetle?
See, like...
Do you know what this is?
Guess not. Do you know anything about these birds? Or birds in general?
Nothing. Nothing. At least this one is quick. Okay. We are missing something. Okay, I asked her everything. Perfect.
The outline of Freya Fellow. There's a single patch of blood. No real signs of a struggle.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas.
So?
So she was probably standing really close to the canvas when she fell.
Let's check the case file again.
Like, this doesn't tell me much. There must be something I have not got. Like, I mean, I got my theories, right? I talked about. But what else is there to see? Like, I know they aren't really, like, she doesn't feel like they are friends anymore, or something like that. No, I realized everything. I mean, it's just
whatever
weird.
it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
Well, it is. Gotta practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
Hey. I got it. Like, imagine. So, with the thing that made Freya and Flora, like, paint or whatever. Tell me, polite Viking. I need help, honestly. But I think what made them fail was prepared, and it has something to do with this. And the person who did it had the earmuffs on, so it didn't affect them. And it's the person that went down the tower, like the first one that no one knows about. There's the photo. This is wrong. Let's see. It's a good question. I didn't thought of looking for a... Let's see.
What's that?
Looks like something Fifi's been writing.
A clue?
I hope not. It's just a bunch of notes about her microbiology experiments.
Okay.
Fifi's got something pinned up here.
What is all this?
Okay, it's not here.
Did you notice who isn't on here?
Freya?
Mm-hmm. And Fifi herself.
Okay.
Nice room.
It's a mess, but yeah.
It's a bed.
Barely.
I don't see anything in Fifi's room. Did you say Fifi or Freya? Fifi.
We already solved it.
Yes. So... Or are you talking about the... about this place? It's probably the room, right? Yeah. I don't see anything. The lines of the puzzle. Yes, like there's something here, but I don't see anything. Let me think.
A pretty ornate window.
We're supposed to be looking for clues, not assessing the real estate.
And over here, you'll see the owners use sheets of paper to block out all that unnecessary natural light. A simple trick, but it really transforms the space.
I mean, there should be. Okay, don't worry. But now that you have pointed it out, I think there's some other here. But maybe it's inside the secret diary. Maybe since
You're gonna rummage through the trash?
No.
I give it 5 minutes before you're in there.
I don't know. I think we asked everyone everything. Maybe I'm missing a clue.
It's Freya's bed. A little bit messy.
It's a perfectly healthy amount of messy.
It's Freya's bed.
It's a perfectly healthy.
Do you think this was always
I don't know.
no windows either? That's weird.
What did you find in the drawers?
Nothing. They're completely empty. It's a little wooden box for paintbrushes.
To the casual observer, maybe.
Yes, I found something.
They're not real paintbrushes.
Okay.
Looks like they're part of some kind of lock mechanism.
Let's figure this out. Okay. No. Yes. So let's do this one. Maybe this one. This one goes with this one. No. Nope. Okay, this with this, and this one goes here, and maybe this one goes here. This one goes here, this one goes here. Okay, and this one goes here. And that means the first one it's with green. It's that one. That I think it's this one. Now a green pencil, then goes a pink one like this, but I think it's like that. Maybe this one has to go here, and this one is a tall one. Wait, no, this one is a small one. No, this one has to go here. Or maybe like this. Like this.
That's done it.
Oh, it was that.
Neat.
Nice. I feel like we are getting back on track.
What was in the box?
Just a photograph.
Oh, we found it.
Well, most of a photograph.
We found it. Yes. Wait, but ripped photo. A photograph of two young girls, one with red hair, I think it was pink, the other with green hair. The photo was a large piece. The photo has a large piece missing. It seems to have been ripped off. Yes, we found the other part.
There's
Perfect.
something about that cassette tape. Something suspicious.
Finally, we got this.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
Yes, finally, we're advancing. Okay. Let's see.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music,
yes.
to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
Lies. You're lying. This one. You used to like these colors. Don't you think?
You
Yes.
used to like these colors.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
It's where is it? Here.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Okay. The pink cassette tape and the pink cassette player. A phone in the garden matches. The pink cassette tape that was found in Poppy's room. No, not the. Yeah, this one.
The pink cassette tape
No.
found in the garden matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Here, this.
The pink cassette tape
It was in the
found at
garden.
crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
Yes.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, please.
I'll prove it.
That's right. Here we go. Perfect.
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best
Oh,
friends.
pretty.
Why'd you tear it up and then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Poppy hates Fifi and Freya now. That's a good thing. That's... doesn't want to look like that anymore. Could be. I mean... I know... I think it's kinda this one. But Fifi said she doesn't get along with her anymore.
Poppy hates Fifi and Freya.
But I don't think it's
You
hates.
sure about that?
Not entirely.
Okay.
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
It's this
Poppy
one.
doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It
Yes.
used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed.
Yes.
There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
Exactly.
I have no idea.
No, I don't believe you. Because of this. Okay,
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Yeah,
How come you're not in it? You're friends with them too, aren't you?
I'm not really one for photographs.
Fifi looks like she really admires Freya.
Fifi's loyalty to Freya is unshakable.
How cute. Okay.
There's something
Finally,
about that diary we
people.
found in Fifi's room.
We have it all. We have all the
Something
suspicion.
suspicious.
Let's ask her
Okay,
about it.
let's go. Let's go. See the
Is this
suspicion.
your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation. Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
and this particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
Okay, yes. Oh, I didn't think of this. I mean,
It's Fifi's diary, and she has written in it.
I'm not sure about that.
Me neither.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
So, it's not a diary? I don't think it's...
It's somebody else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary.
Yes.
Something to prove who the original owner was.
And I think I know one. There it is.
Let's take a closer look at this.
There it is. This and the star. But it's not big in the star. But it's the same thing. I think it's the same thing. Yes.
This blue book is the
Here we
same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were
Exactly.
hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked too.
Why would I do either of these things?
Why? Because the secret letter. Sweet. Because Freya didn't want anyone to see personal secrets. Within Freya's diary, maybe?
Freya didn't
No.
want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary. Almost. Maybe just...
Not that. There's something different. This is weird. Maybe it was Fifi.
Fifi
Yes.
didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Okay.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but if you're trying to hide something...
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
That
Might be
doesn't make
easier if
sense.
you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
Okay.
All right. Fifi unlocked the diary.
Finally. What's in there?
I should leave you all with this of what is going to happen next. Bye. Okay. I will see you later. Or, well, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to click it because I'm so curious about it. But I could leave you all without knowing what's going to happen next. Okay. So, It's back in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up that painting. Okay. Soulbreaker. No, Soulbear. No, don't worry. I'm not leaving. I'm reading this. I want to see what's this out. I have Soulbear works. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now. Need 2 more. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. Look at this. It seems something about the harp. I saw them all 5. Eyes blacked out. Despite everything, I still have a promise to keep. I will do my best. She could do with a little company. This is so weird.
Was definitely up to something.
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed.
Let's go. We got it. Hey, what is this? Was this here? Did I miss it? No.
This wasn't here before.
See, I knew it.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say? Grimoire?
What the? I mean, this is my new friend. He likes music. Simple melodies will move his soul. Best of luck of you two. Wait, Freya? What? A wooden toy of some kind, a layer of dark ink lines beneath a sheet of glass. Oh, now we have a new tab. What the? This is so weird.
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
It's the same.
Well,
it's a perfect match.
This is so weird.
We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
Yes.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
And I think I know who it was. Oh. Unfinished business. I think it's a good place to leave it. I mean, we could keep going. I want to, but it's kinda late. What do you guys think? I'm thinking. Man, I'm so curious about this now. I'm going to hit continue, but because I don't. Let me see this. I think I got an idea for what this is. Do you guys want to see what does this thing do? Okay, I'm going just to say my theory, and I'm going to leave it here. So
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
Do you see these things? These little things? So, what I think is, these are the sounds. We have to use the thing we got just now and figure out which one of the 3 are to make this. The thing is, I don't remember seeing any bells.
Let's come back later.
But I think that's what it's for. Let's see. See? Here it is. Now we have it. So I'm going to leave it here. I think we had like for a while a bit of a stuck moment. It was a bit how to say it? Long. But we're going to leave it here. We will probably be entering that place from the harp in the next episode. And this time I'm not going to be editing the bot. So this week will be a new chapter of this. I will film it. So that's all for this time. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun, even it was a bit boring for a bit. But we're back on track, and I think we are really close to finding out the truth about Freya and about, well, everyone else. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed having you guys. So I hope you have a good night, a good evening, a good morning, I don't know.